Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're just joining us, please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our Stoic insights. And for our returning viewers, welcome back. If you find value in today's discussion, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. We appreciate your support. Let's dive right into something that I know is on many of your minds: money. Do you ever feel like you're constantly chasing your tail financially? Like no matter how hard you work or how much you earn, true financial peace always seems just out of reach. Maybe you're wrestling with questions like, am I ever going to feel content with what I have? Or, is chasing wealth even the right path to a good life? If these questions resonate with you, you're definitely in the right place. Today we're going to tap into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to tackle 6 of the most burning money questions that plague us in the modern world. Forget the fleeting financial trends and the hype. We're going straight to the source of enduring wisdom to find practical, life-changing answers. Throughout this video, we'll explore these 6 critical questions through a Stoic lens. And just like last time, I really want this to be a conversation. As we unpack each question and its Stoic answer, please share your own thoughts, your struggles, your aha moments in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and build a community of Stoic financial wisdom. Ready to get started? Let's get to it. 1. The contentment conundrum. Let's start with a feeling many of us know all too well, that nagging sense of never having enough. You might have a decent income, maybe even more than you used to, but still, there's this persistent feeling of lack. Why is that? Why is contentment so elusive when it comes to money? Well, a Stoic sage would point out that the problem isn't actually about the amount of money you have. It's about the nature of your desires. Epictetus, that brilliant Stoic teacher, put it perfectly when he said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Think about that for a moment. It's not about accumulating more and more, it's about wanting less. The Stoics would urge you to really examine your desires. Are they truly essential for a virtuous and fulfilling life? Or are they fueled by external pressures, keeping up with the Joneses, the constant barrage of advertising, the fleeting trends of social media? Often, our discontent stems from chasing desires that are not our own, desires that are manufactured and ultimately unsatisfying. Instead, the Stoics advise us to focus on what we can control, our judgments and our actions. Practice gratitude for what you already possess. Shift your focus from external validation to internal virtue. Find joy in things that truly matter and are lasting: wisdom, strong relationships, acts of kindness, and personal growth. These are the real sources of lasting happiness, and they are independent of your bank balance. So, I'm curious, what are some of the wants in your life that you're starting to question? Are there areas where you can simplify your desires and find more contentment with what you already have? Share your thoughts in the comments. 2. The luxury trap. This question is a big one in our society, isn't it? We're constantly bombarded with messages telling us that wealth and luxury are the keys to happiness, the symbols of success, the ultimate goals to strive for. But is this really true? Should we be chasing wealth and luxury in pursuit of a good life? The Stoic answer is a resounding no. Stoicism teaches us that the good life, what they call eudaimonia, is achieved through virtue, through living in accordance with nature and reason. It's not achieved through external possessions like wealth or luxury. Seneca, another giant of Stoic thought, wisely reminds us, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." That craving, that insatiable desire for more, is a form of poverty in itself. Chasing wealth is often an endless and exhausting pursuit. It's a treadmill that keeps speeding up, and you're never quite able to reach that point of satisfaction. It can lead to anxiety, stress, and a constant fear of losing what you've accumulated. While Stoicism isn't against financial security, it's perfectly reasonable to pursue enough to meet your needs and contribute to society. It warns against mistaking wealth for happiness itself. Instead of chasing fleeting external rewards, the Stoics encourage us to focus on developing inner qualities: resilience, wisdom, justice, and temperance. These virtues are the true path to a good life, regardless of your financial status. A virtuous person can find happiness and fulfillment whether they are wealthy or living a simple life. What are your thoughts on this? Have you ever felt the pull of chasing wealth and luxury? What are some ways you are actively shifting your focus from external possessions to inner virtue? Let's discuss in the comments. 3. Navigating financial storms. Life, as the Stoics constantly remind us, is inherently uncertain. Things happen that are outside of our control, and financial setbacks and losses are unfortunately a part of this reality for many of us at some point. So, how can we handle these financial storms without falling into despair? A Stoic sage understands a fundamental truth. Externals are not fully within our control. Your job, the stock market, unexpected expenses, these are all things that can fluctuate and impact your finances, often without your direct influence. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is a crucial Stoic principle to remember when facing financial hardship. When faced with setbacks, the Stoic approach isn't to deny your emotions. It's okay to feel disappointment, frustration, even sadness. Acknowledge those feelings, but then, crucially, apply reason. Don't let your emotions spiral into despair. Focus on what you can control, your response to the situation. Learn from your mistakes. Adapt to the new circumstances. Develop a plan to move forward with resilience and courage. Remember that your true wealth, your inner character, your virtues, these are things that cannot be taken away by external circumstances. Your financial situation might change, but your inner strength and wisdom remain. Have you faced financial setbacks in your life? What Stoic principles or practices have helped you navigate those challenges? Share your experiences and tips in the comments. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to others. 4. The desire for success. Now, let's address a potential misconception. Does Stoicism mean we should all aim to be poor? Is it wrong to desire financial success at all? The answer is no. It's not inherently wrong to desire financial success, as long as your motivations are virtuous and your actions are just. Stoicism is not about advocating for poverty. It's about using reason and virtue in all aspects of life, including our finances. If you seek financial success to provide for yourself and your family, to contribute to society, to have the resources to practice generosity and help others, these are all motivations that align perfectly with Stoic principles. However, if your desire for financial success is driven by less virtuous motives, greed, envy, a need for external validation, a desire to dominate others, then it deviates from the path of virtue. The Stoics would caution against this kind of ambition. The key is to focus on earning your wealth ethically, through honest work and just dealings, and using it wisely, always remembering that virtue is the ultimate good. Financial success can be a tool for good, but it should never become the ultimate goal itself. What are your thoughts on the line between healthy ambition and unhealthy greed? What are some ways you ensure your pursuit of financial success is aligned with virtuous principles? Let's discuss ethical ambition in the comments. 5. Consumerism's grip. We live in a world that is, frankly, obsessed with consumerism. Everywhere we look, we're bombarded with messages urging us to buy more, to upgrade, to consume. It's a constant pressure, and it can be incredibly difficult to make wise financial decisions in this environment. So, how do we navigate this? The Stoic answer lies in cultivating inner discipline and reason. we need to practice mindfulness and question our impulses. Seneca advised, "Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life." This daily mindfulness should extend to our spending habits. Before making a purchase, pause and ask yourself, is this truly necessary? Will it genuinely contribute to my well-being and virtue, or is it just a fleeting desire driven by external pressures? Prioritize experiences and relationships over material possessions. Focus on creating memories, building strong connections, and investing in personal growth. Live simply, within your means, and focus on long-term values rather than short-term pleasures. Resist the urge for instant gratification and cultivate a more deliberate and thoughtful approach to your spending. It's about being a conscious consumer, not just a mindless one. What are some of the biggest consumerist pressures you face? What are some practical strategies you use to resist impulsive buying and make more mindful financial choices? Share your tips and tricks in the comments. Let's help each other break free from consumerism's grip. 6. The burden of debt. Finally, let's talk about debt. Debt can be a significant source of stress and anxiety for many people. It can feel like a heavy weight, hindering inner peace and freedom. What's the Stoic perspective on debt? From a Stoic viewpoint, it is generally wise to avoid unnecessary debt. Seneca warned, "The day which we fear as our last is but the birthday of eternity." This reminds us of the preciousness of our time and freedom. Debt can feel like a form of enslavement, limiting your choices and causing constant worry. Strive for financial independence and avoid becoming burdened by debt. If you are already in debt, the Stoic approach is not to panic or despair, but to develop a plan to manage and reduce it responsibly. Focus on living within your means, creating a budget, and prioritizing debt repayment. Build financial resilience by saving and creating an emergency fund. Remember that true freedom comes from inner self-mastery and detachment from externals, including financial burdens. By living virtuously and wisely managing your finances, you can cultivate a life of tranquility and purpose, regardless of your financial circumstances. What are your experiences with debt? What strategies have you found helpful for managing or avoiding debt? Share your insights and advice in the comments. Let's learn from each other's journeys towards financial freedom. So, there you have it, 6 burning money questions answered with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Remember, financial peace isn't about chasing riches, it's about cultivating inner virtue, wisdom, and contentment. By examining your desires, practicing prudence, and focusing on what truly matters, you can navigate the complexities of money with stoic calm and build a more virtuous and fulfilling life. Thank you for joining me for this exploration of Stoic financial wisdom. I hope you found it valuable and insightful. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more Stoic guidance, and share this with anyone who might benefit from these timeless principles. And most importantly, keep practicing Stoicism in your daily life. Until next time, take care and stay wise.